Hey guys, it's Chloe. It's about 7:30 on a Sunday morning and I'm here at the coffee shop roasting some beans because me and mom are about to take a week away. We're going to go to the beach and this is going to be the first time that the coffee shop will be without owners for a whole week. So, why am I roasting? Because me and mom and dad were the only ones who know how to work the roaster. And so I've got to make sure that we have plenty of beans to get us through our time away so that we don't have to fly back home and roast us some more coffee. So this will be the first time that we've been able to get away together for such a long period of time since the coffee shop opened. We went away one time to New York City. We were gone for 2 days for New York Coffee Fest. And it was chaos. But saying all that, it was not due to any of our employees. It really would have been chaos even if we were home. But it just so happened that day one that we were gone, our freezer completely quit working. So we had a bunch of product go bad. We had, stressed out employees that were here and didn't know what to do about it. And it would have been a bad situation even if we were here, but it made things worse because, of course, we were gone and we couldn't help guide them through it. We were really hoping that our week away goes smoothly and that nothing terrible happens. So we're trying to prepare as much as possible to make sure that everything can go smoothly. And while I'm talking about it, I do want to mention that the reason that me and mom are able to leave for such a long time and to be able to go and enjoy a family vacation is not only because the business has been successful and we've grown and we have the ability to pay employees to be here instead of us taking their place for free, but we have really good employees that we trust. And I've talked about that already, but seriously, there's no way we could get away for a week without knowing that we trust the people that are here. In particular, we have 2 managers at the moment, and we did not have managers up until this year, but Adeline and Charity are our 2 managers, our people in charge, and they have really stepped up. They work full time. They take care of inventory for us. They just overall take the lead on the shifts so that me and mom are more freed up to go and do more administrative things instead of being baristas all the time. Because there was so long that we were working full time as baristas, and that's important because the owners need to be there so that people stay on their toes and do things right. But it is so hard to do the other behind the scenes business things when you're working full time as a barista. Having managers has taken so much off of our plate and it has helped things in the day-to-day sense, not even just talking about our vacation. We are so thankful that we have them. We're thankful for all of our employees. We really have a great group. There's no drama and they're so good to our customers. And I'm so thankful that we have a good team because if we didn't, we would not even be talking about getting to get away. So the first step when I roast is to vacuum out the chaff, ash, and excess beans from the previous roast. And I do this before instead of after so that I know that everything is cooled down and it's not going to set my vacuum on fire. And here I am dumping my unroasted beans into the top. And as you can see, I definitely spilled some all over the ground. So I'm going to sweep that up in just a second. Now the machine is heated up enough so I can go ahead and dump my beans into the heating element to get started. So this shelf is where we keep our roasted coffee beans, and we keep these little buckets. This bucket will hold 3 batches of beans. We usually keep about 6 full plus 1 decaf full at a time. Our goal is to, before we leave for the beach, fill every bucket of beans that we have. This is a roaster, if you go Sean, and it is a 2 kilogram roaster. It's a pretty small batch roaster in terms of a commercial coffee roaster, but we haven't had trouble keeping up with it. We roast pretty frequently. We have learned that there's only so much that we can roast at a time before we need to let the machine cool off and then go through the process of sweeping it out and getting all of the chaff and ash and fallen beans out of the machine. We've had some situations where we roasted for too long and some of the excess beans that fell into this little tray right here will start flaming and it can create a very bad situation. We've definitely smoked some customers out of the coffee shop because of mistakes like that. So that's why I'm trying to get this going in advance so that we can have enough beans by the time we leave. So the machine just beeped at me, so that means that we're 5 degrees away from being able to dump the beans out into the cooling bin. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the cooling and the mixing settings for this little pot right here. And I'm just going to watch this temperature until it gets to where I need it to be. So I also have a little timer button right here. So as soon as I dump the beans into the cooling area, I go ahead and reset the timer. And these need to cool for 5 minutes before I can dump them into my buckets. Another thing we do have to prepare for is I'm leaving right before the August drinks come out. So the Saturday that will be gone is the Saturday that the August drinks release. And I mean, honestly, everyone has a good handle of things. But since there are new toppings coming out and new drinks that need to be put in the system, I really have to try extra hard to make sure that everything's put in early so that they're able to do everything by Saturday. So here I have the list of the featured drinks, and this is really the most important thing because this just tells them what to do. For the most part, they just need to make lattes and combine the right flavors, and so the cheat sheet is right here. As you can see, we've accumulated quite the list here. This is taking up a lot of room, and I have enough space for one more sheet of paper, and then I really need to start over. So what I normally do is, when the month's over, I will tear everything down, and I will redo the master drink guide and input last month's featured drinks into the master list and put it all alphabetically so they're still there, because we do have some people that will order drinks from like 2 years ago. So they still need to be there so we can remember what they are. And I say I normally do it every month. I usually don't because it does feel like such a waste of paper. And so I usually will wait a couple of months and then I go add everything. But by the time June was over, I felt like I was ready to go and redo this master list. And then I showed up to work one day and my employees added these really cute stickers to the sheets there. And they're very attached to them. And so I decided to leave them up until I absolutely have to take it all down. And I do dread that day because I think that they will be very upset. And I don't want to throw away their cute stickers. But, you know, all good things must come to an end. I do already have the August drinks inputted into the system. So technically, if you search up one of the drinks in here, you'll be able to find it. But we have this home screen here that's got major drink items pasted there. So like I can click drink coffee. It's right there. You don't have to search for it. So at the bottom right, I have the monthly drinks there. And it's very easy to switch it out. You long hold, exit out, and then add in a new category there. And it's not a big deal. I can't delete the July drinks yet, so I don't know. I could probably just give one of them instructions on how to switch this out, but I think I'm just going to delete one of the less popular drink categories on here and then go ahead and put the August drinks on so we don't have to worry about it. So now we're good to go. All right, guys, this is my last shift before I leave for vacation. So I won't be back for a little over a week, almost a week and a half, actually. So here's what we have roasted so far. We have got, let me see if I can move to show it better. Okay, so we've got, this doesn't count. It's unroasted decaf, but it wasn't enough to make a full batch, so I didn't roast it. This is our roasted decaf. We've got a fourth or a third of a bin here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I've got 2 more bins in the back full of beans. So we have about 10 bins of roasted coffee beans. And Mom is off today, but she's going to work tomorrow, actually. So she will be able to roast 2 bins that are not full. So she can get us up to 12 bins full of beans. And I think we'll be okay. I think they're planning on making a couple batches of cold brew before Mom takes off so that she can have it full. And on top of that, they don't also have to make cold brew because that takes a lot of coffee beans. So anyway, I think we're going to be in good shape on the coffee beans. I think we will be fine and we won't have to fly back and roast anymore, but we will see how that goes. As far as the August drinks, I have the social media posts ready. I've got the drinks in the system already. And I've got their toppings ready for them. And my employees know what they're doing. They're good. And they can still text or call if they have questions. So I really think it's going to be okay. So I'm really excited. I plan on making a video about the coffee places that I try while I'm on vacation, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching and stay groovy.